That is not Brazilian wool. A pack of this is 8,100 naira in Nigeria. It's about $3. Hi guys, alright, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're a new subscriber, thank you so much for tuning in and I hope that you stay around. If you're a returning subscriber, mwah, thank you so much for coming back. I really love you and I appreciate. Oops, sorry, I just hit the mic. I will make sure that doesn't happen again. Have, gesturing hands. Okay, so today we are going to be talking about what is Brazilian wool. Well, I brought samples. Now, the reason why I feel like we need to talk about this is because I see a lot of YouTube tutorials where people actually create amazing curls and say they use Brazilian wool. But that's not Brazilian wool. All right, so let's talk about these two products and then it should help you next time you want to recreate a design that you find on YouTube. This video should be able to help you decide which one you're going to be getting. All right, now when we talk about Brazilian wool, the one we've always known, this is it. This is Brazilian wool that we've always known. Um, it is synthetic, but it's not hair, it's wool. And this is how it comes in this strandy kind of look. And recently, up until recently, you probably might not have been able to brush this out, but people are getting very creative and they brush this out and create looks with it. But when it comes to creating those coily ones, let me just drop this here. We'll come back to it. This is what they use. And this is probably why a lot of people still call this Brazilian wool because of what it is called. Look here. It says wool hair. It's not wool hair. This is actually braiding hair. You will be shocked. This is not Brazilian wool. This is not Brazilian wool. This is actually braiding hair. Now, I do not know why people who have actually been in the hair business for a long time would call this Brazilian wool, but this is not Brazilian wool in any way at all. This is braiding hair that is made from the same from the same substance that we have the other kind of braiding hair that we use. Some are conical hair and some are not. So this is braiding hair. If you see the expression, this is what something like this is how it is. The only thing is they made it in this packaging that would probably be packaged like this, just like this, instead of in a larger um rectangle kind of packaging. I don't know if that makes sense, but this is not Brazilian wool. This is not Brazilian wool. This is Brazilian wool. Okay, so now when they create this coily extension, coily things, this is what they use. When you see those really shiny, really tight curls that look just like attachments, it is because they use attachments. Now, let me tell you something. Originally, where extensions are made, correct me if I'm wrong, but I've actually been to a factory where extensions are being made. And that's what made me realize that this is really attachment. It's not nothing special. Attachments do not come in certain lengths. They actually come in an endless length like this. Like the lengths are just endless. So they have to cut it to create the kind of length that they want and put it in the length that we have available in the market. But originally they just come in like endless strands. But the point is, extensions that we buy in the market usually come like this, like just keep stretching it and then they create the length that they want us to have and probably do things like feathering the ends to give us the pre-plucked hairs or whatever. But the point is, this is attachment. Now, I would like to talk about how to get this. When you go to a beauty supply store or the market to buy things like this, depends on where you're from. You can request for Brazilian wool attachments. Maybe that would make it a lot more easier for the person to know exactly what you're looking for. But I would show you this packaging again so that you would know what you'll be asking for. So see here, it says wool hair attachments for braids. Wool hair attachments for braids. So you can use this and do anything with it. You can brush it, you can whatever. All right. So now that we've talked about the fact that these two are entirely different, this is Brazilian wool again, and this isn't. Now, let's talk about whether this one is better than the regular braiding hair extension that we have packaged. This pack of hair is 100 grams times 3. So that means everything here is 300 grams, right? Okay. So when I actually did the measuring of this, what I got was not 300 grams. So let me show you. All right, so that shows us that we have 275 grams in this. This is 275 grams. So if that matters to you at all, maybe you should put that into consideration. Honestly, it doesn't really matter to me because so this is 275 grams. Now the actual measurements for braiding hair, the regular size, that's what I would call medium for most of these products, comes in 82 inches and they are 230 grams each. What was that? And they are 230 grams each. So 230 grams of that means one pack of this, that's 3 of this, is more than one of that. Are you getting me? Now for pricing, this is 1,100 naira, Nigerian naira, and that's like $3. If you're getting the colors, I think it's 1,200, still $3, about $3, maybe 250. Mm. But for the other one, if you're getting it, it's almost 2,000 naira, depending on where you're getting it from, and that is about $4 or more. So this one here, it's definitely going to be more than that one. But it looks like a whole lot of work. I mean, if I'm going to be using this, I would need to first of all unravel it and decide if this is the size I want. And if this is not the size that I want, I would need to, start doing some measurements. It feels like a whole lot of work for me, but maybe you have something else to create in mind. Like those beautiful colors that we actually see YouTube creators make, those ones, you can use this measurement just like this without actually doing anything to it. And I think if you want to twist for someone, if you want to twist, there's this skill that I saw someone do where they actually twist hair without on this looked like this, like the hair is looked like this, and they just twist and then they cut when they get to the end. I don't know, it was an impressive skill. I saw someone do it like a long time ago when I just started learning how to do hair. So if this is an acquired taste for me, it's something you would actually decide that you want before you actually go into it, because it seems like a whole lot of work. But this is braiding hair, not Brazilian hair extension. So Brazilian wool. So if you are going to be making content and you're going to be using this, we implore you to please say you use braiding hair extension. Please don't call it Brazilian wool. It's misleading, honestly. When you tell people that you use Brazilian wool for this, it's very misleading, especially because you know that this looks and feels like braiding hair extension. So Why are you calling it Brazilian wool? It's not Brazilian wool. Maybe you did not know before, but now you know. And please do not insult creators in their comments when they call this Brazilian wool. Like, please don't. This is what we have here, and that brings me to the end of my video. I hope you've learned something, maybe as a fellow creator or as a hairstylist who wants to make use of this or has already started using it. So it's braiding hair extension that is just packed like Brazilian wool, but it's not Brazilian wool. Yeah. So thank you very much for watching this video. If you've learned a thing or two, please let me know in the comment section. I'm always happy to read comments, and don't forget to like it. It lets me know that you enjoy this content and it sends it out to other people. And the most important thing is that you subscribe to my channel. Please, I'm trying to grow this channel to 1,000 subscribers. If you subscribe to my channel, let me know that you want to see more of this kind of content. No gatekeeping here. I'm going to try as much as possible not to gatekeep. In the meantime, let me know if there's any other thing you'd like me to talk about that I may have missed in this video. If there's anything else you want me to mention that I might have missed, please let me know in the comment section. And yeah, that brings me to the end of my video. And yeah, before you go, immediately after this clip, you're going to see what I started called Messy Musings. You could read that and let me know if you relate. Like, if you relate to what I said in that, short journal entry, you could just let me know. I'll be happy to hear what your thoughts are about that. So yeah, that brings me to the end of my video. This is my first sit down video, my very first sit down video, and I might not have gotten it right this time, or be a very perfect on camera kind of person. I promise you I'm getting there, because I have a lot of things to tell you guys. If you have any tips and tricks for me, I'll be happy to learn. Like, how to stop gesturing with my hands. Like, what do I do with these hands? Anyway, that brings me to the end of my video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Love you. Bye.